I think it was an interesting thing you said about the campaign director, and that it doesn't really think about only the individual nations, but it actually looks at the whole thing.
Experience.
Yeah, and is that meant more to sort of suit the player who's playing, or is it I mean, what's the emphasis? Why did you want to do this?
This is the old thing about history and fun, and accuracy and fun, right? You can create AI that is fantastic at managing and running economies and, you know, all the rest of it, but it comes across as somewhat boring, right? So it runs a really great country, it does really well as far as its infrastructure and investment's concerned, but it doesn't really offer the player any drama or any challenge. You know, what we did with the AI director was we gave the AI, I mean, the way I always the metaphor I use is it's like a mafia family, right? So at the heads of all the AI nations, you've got like you know, the head of that family, so let's say Austria and all the rest of it, right? And then above that, you've got the godfather, which is this AI director. And it tells each of the families, you know, what it thinks would be the best thing to do in this situation, or you know, it allows them to do something, or it gives them an instruction which gives the player a more overall universe. So instead of just agents acting all on their own, like, you know, different countries doing their own thing and somehow kind of, you know, coming together and fighting wars or not, or making trade and diplomacy, the director kind of, I guess the best way of putting it is, staples together a gameplay experience. Like, it allows all of those things to come together in a way that the player goes, oh, okay, didn't expect that, or damn, that was a challenge, or okay, better try that next time. It drives a gameplay experience, is the best way of putting it.
I'd imagine you're playing quite some multiplayer battles at the office right now.
Yeah.
Could you like just give an example of how that experience has changed since Empire, when you're playing a game with your mates in the office?
Well, I mean, the basic thing is all the units are new, right? So you've got 355 units approximately in Napoleon, and they're all brand new. So they all act and perform differently. So, you know, the armies that you're wielding on the field, you need to learn again. Okay, so that's the most basic difference. The next is that, as I've said before, certain units are not equal to one another. So just assuming you've got the same as him does not mean you can stand toe-to-toe and do the same thing. So again, more tactics come in there. You've got various other different things when it comes to things like the landscape and stuff to take into account as well. Some of the new technologies when it comes into like artillery, especially the shell types and shots that they have and the damage that they can do to certain other infantry units and certain other cavalry units and the like, means that you get a very, very different experience this time around. It's very varied, it's very rich. But some of it, I mean, for me, a lot of it's about experience as well as tactics and gameplay. It's about what it feels like, what it looks like to play the game. And Napoleon just feels like a war game. You know, it feels like you've got this smoke, horses running in, cannons going off, you know, kind of guys lining up and firing. You get a sense of the real chaos of war without ever losing the control of your own army. And that's something that I really, really enjoy about the multiplayer in Napoleon, and certainly beyond and above its predecessors. It's just that bit better that takes it into another, you know, another level of gameplay.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.